So if you're buying a new construction home in the Inland Empire, like Ontario Ranch, Eastvale, Menifee, or maybe out in Orange County or LA County, there is a design center appointment in your timeline, and that appointment, you'll have 2 to 3 hours to choose between $20,000 and $100,000 in upgrades, most of them locked in for the life of the home. So before that appointment, every buyer asks which new construction upgrades are actually worth paying for, and the honest answer is not a list, because every option is going to fall into one of 3 categories: buy now, it depends, or install and change later. And the rule for each one is different. So by the end of this video, you're going to know which is which. So I am Steve Enshin, your Southern California new construction home expert, and this year some builders are offering flex fund incentives. That's anywhere from $20,000 up to $70,000 or more on the really expensive homes, depending on the community. And buyers can apply this money to design center upgrades, rate buy downs, or closing costs. And how you spend that money is super important, because just buying upgrades at the design center may be a complete waste of money that could be better used for other purposes. So let's dive right into these different upgrade categories. So first category is buy now. So these are the choices you can make during construction at a fraction of the cost and complexity of doing them after closing. Because during construction, the walls are still open, the drywall may not be on, the labor is already on site. But after you move in, every one of these advantages disappears. So you're paying a contractor to cut into your finished drywall, patch and paint, and work around your furniture in a finished home. So the buy now list is specific. Lights and wiring, outlets and switches, networking cable, speaker wire, alarm wiring, adding extra lights in living areas, and the wiring for ceiling fans in every room where you might want one. Counters and backsplash, paint quality upgrade options if your builder offers them, door and hardware styles, and structural changes where the builder allows them. So for example, like door height at KB Home, Pulte and Richmond American, ceiling height at KB Home, extended patios in California rooms, maybe like a barbecue gas line connection on your patio. These structural changes, they really deserve their own note, because door and ceiling height cannot be retrofitted without reframing or major structural work. So an extended patio poured during construction comes at a small premium because the trades are already on site. Well, that same patio that you build afterwards means permits, excavation, drainage updates, HOA approval. So countertops and backsplashes are another upgrade I think you should be deciding on at the design center. They're much more expensive and messy to change after closing, and that's not including all the wasted material that will potentially end up in the landfill. The only exception here is a very specific countertop surface maybe you've been dreaming of that just isn't available from the home builder. And quite often it's really just easier to put that special material on the kitchen island after closing as like an accent statement, rather than redoing all of the countertops and backsplashes later. Now, the second category is it depends. So these are choices where the math depends on what your specific builder is charging versus what an independent contractor will charge you after closing. So some of these items include flooring, appliances, interior paint color changes when the builder offers that option. So the flooring example is the most builder specific, because some builders price flooring upgrades pretty close to what an independent installer would charge. Others mark them up enough that the same job through your own contractor after closing is meaningfully cheaper. My own home, my own example here, the builder wanted an insane $25 per square foot for luxury vinyl plank. It didn't even look that great. So after closing, we found a far superior material that was only $3 a square foot, and we used a 5-star rated flooring installer. So just know that you'll need to remove the standard flooring after closing, and that potentially may include things that could get messy, like tile, cutting up tile that they put down as part of the standard upgrade flooring. And also, this work may void the builder's warranty on some items and then transfer that warranty responsibility to the flooring installer. So something to be aware of. Also, appliances and paint work the same way. I've seen appliances from Pulte that were literally cheaper, shockingly cheaper than Best Buy and Costco for the same model. Well, another builder like Richmond American marked them up by double or almost triple. So if the appliance package is included, is close to the retail price, then take it. If it's priced way above the open market, decline it and do your appliance upgrades after closing. But remember, ask for the line item price on every one of these it depends choices, so you know what the post-close alternatives cost, and then you can make an educated decision. So here's a common scenario that occurs across new construction communities around Southern California. A buyer closes on a new construction home, moves in, and 6 months later decides the great room and the 3 bedrooms would all be better with ceiling fans. So they call a licensed electrician. Per room could be $600 or $700. Times 4 rooms, the quote could be $2,500 for the same fans that would have cost a few $100s in wiring and blocking at time when the home is being framed. So the buyer didn't make a wrong decision at the design center. They skipped the lighting and wiring upgrade package because it kind of felt expensive in the moment, and now the same outcome costs significantly more. So think about what you want in the home, what you value, what's important, and what you don't need. All right, now the third category is install or change later. So these are upgrades you can easily do after you move in. Some of them you can do them yourself, or you get a handyman to help you. The builder's pricing is usually above what you can buy and install yourself, and swapping the items later affects really nothing else. So the list includes things like the actual light fixtures, the actual ceiling fans that are going to go in those ceiling fan connections, things like wainscoting, accent walls, the interior door handles, faucets and shower heads, maybe a paint upgrade with better quality paint in a nicer color that you like. So, for example, take light fixtures. The builder's standard bedroom fixture may be like a basic kind of those flush mounted lights that, just does the job. But if you swap it after closing for a designer pendant or a fan light combination from Home Depot or Lowe's, it's a fraction of what the builder may charge for the same thing if they even offer it. So same logic for faucets, shower heads, door handles, accent walls. So the builder's selection is more limited and functional for these things. Yours on your own time ends up being exactly what you want, what you like. So the expensive hard part of every one of these items is the work behind the wall, which is buy now. The visible replaceable part is install or change later. So unless the builder is offering these types of upgrades for a similar or lower price than what you would pay elsewhere, or they have something really unique that you just gotta have, just walk past them in the design center. Take the standard, save your design center dollars and your flex funds for more important things that can't be done for the same money after closing. So before that design center appointment, do this homework at home with the floor plan in front of you. Set a design center budget and commit to staying inside it. If you have a flex fund incentive or design center credit that I've negotiated for you, this is your starting figure. And if you don't, well, your design center cap is most likely decided by your lender. So make sure the lender has told you what your maximum purchase price is, so you don't go above it and then have to come up with extra cash at closing to cover the difference. So do that design center research before your appointment. Look at magazines, online photos, design boards like Pinterest, even the model homes that we've toured from different builders. So find what you like and then settle on color, material, the pattern preferences beforehand, maybe with some samples or photos that you have in front of you. So the 2-hour appointment at the design center doesn't become discovering what you like. It's where you just execute decisions that you've already made. And we should be doing that in the model home tour, where we can note optional add-ons you might want to consider for your own home. And then you just rank all of these wants against your budget, and that gives you what you got to buy now that we're going to get in the design center no matter what. And then tier 2 from that is like the buy now items you would like if you still have budget left. And then tier 3 is those it depends items where you'll ask for the line item price, and then we can make a decision there based on what we think it would cost to get it done after closing. And then anything in that install or change later category comes off the list entirely. So if you're looking at new construction in Ontario, Rancho Cucamonga, Eastvale, Menifee, Irvine, Rancho Mission Viejo, or anywhere in Southern California, send me the builder community name and the builder you're considering, and I can tell you what the design center appointment will be like and whether or not you even have a choice about your new home design. My contact information is up on the screen, so remember to call, text, or email me your new construction home questions. So I hope this information has been helpful. Thank you for watching, and we will see you on the next video.